Marco, from a team point of view, how big of a blow is that?
It's a huge blow. Finkler's injury. He's been superb for us. He's created a lot of goals and been key to our attacking play. So it's a huge loss for us.
Who can you see stepping into that role? As you mentioned, that sort of attacking quartet has worked so effectively. Who can you sort of see stepping in the short term?
It's hard to say. I mean, the decision's up to Ange in the end of it. We've got quite a few players that could slot into there. There have been players that have played there in bits and pieces this season, so I'm comfortable that one of them will come in and do the job.
Well, who's played there this season in that position?
Saka's played there. Jags has come in there for substitute appearances, so there's a few players that have been in there.
Billy Stileski's played?
Yeah, Billy as well, yeah.
Just going back to the game the other night, what was sort of the post-mortem? Seemed the whole team as a whole was a little bit flat the other night?
Yeah, definitely, I think so. It was a disappointing performance from us. We wanted to go there and get the 3 points, obviously, but to play well as well, and we didn't do either, so very disappointing.
You've had a fantastic season so far, Marco. Is it 9 goals now? 8, 9?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What do you put it down to?
I think just training hard in the pre-season. We've trained really hard. It's the hardest I've trained during the pre-season, and I think that was the key to what's going on at the moment. I feel pretty good, and I'm able to run out games and do a lot in games. So I think that's one of the main reasons.
Been a lot of speculation. We've seen Tommy Rogic being linked with a move to Reading in the Premiership. Now, how about yourself? European transfer window opens. Any moves?
No, I'm going to be here till the end of the season. So
that's for sure, because there's all sorts of rumours flying around about you going here, there, and everywhere.
That I know of, yes, but I'm pretty sure I'll be here.
You want to stay here till the end of the season?
Of course. I've started the season and I want to be here till the end.
What about next year?
That's something I'm going to have to decide on later on. At the moment, I just want to turn our form around and get back to getting 3 points again.
Do you sort of feel, though, in sort of 6 months' time, you would be ready for a European move?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's always hard to know until you actually play there if you're ready to go there. I'll have a look at how the season ends and how I feel, and I'll speak to my dad, who's my agent, and we'll speak to the club and we'll go from there.
I think Ange has come out and said that he probably would like to see you do another season, obviously for the club's reasons, as well as sort of personal with your own form and age. Can you see sort of the merit in that, perhaps having another year?
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like you said, last season was disappointing and this season's been going all right so far, and I want to make a proper impact before I think about going anywhere else. So, well, like I said, we'll see what happens. There's plenty of time from now to the end of the season to sort that out.
Do you get a bit embarrassed, and you look at Twitter and there's a hashtag Kiwi Messi and people are writing this sort of stuff about you?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was half as good as what Messi is. Messi's a ridiculous, unbelievable player, and he's one of a kind. And I guess it's humbling for people to say that, but yeah, I think it's a bit outrageous.
Has Ange's coaching made a real difference to you?
Yeah, I think it has. He's one of the best coaches, if not the best in Australia here, coaching A-League teams. So for me, it's been great. For the whole team, you can see it's been really good. We're playing some good football, and he's helped me quite a lot.
Do you think, a lot on instinct as opposed to a sort of structured approach? Do you feel that you like to play off the cuff?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Football's not a kind of game where you can go, this will happen, and we'll just play it like that. Sometimes you have to think quickly, and sometimes it comes off like it did against Newcastle, and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm always trying to think a couple of steps ahead to make sure that I don't get stuck with the ball or get involved in too many physical altercations. So yeah, you have
Interesting you say that, though. Some coaches say it is all about structure and it is all about planning.
I'm not saying it's not, but most of it is. You've got to have that main structure, but sometimes you've got to be able to think quickly and act on the spot.
What about Wellington on Saturday night, Marco? Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, it's always a good game to come up against them again. Old teammates and my old team, so yeah, I'm excited, looking forward to it.
Lynch, you mentioned your goal before. What was the better goal, yours or Shinji's on the weekend?
I got a bit of a biased opinion here. But, his goal was pretty good, and he's a pretty special player.
He had a lot more time than you, though.
Yeah, that's it. But they're both all right. My one, I was, like I said, lucky that that quick fault came off, and just I don't know, it was just good.
You tend to sort of switch flanks a lot. You and Archie, you move right, you move left. Occasionally, you come through the centre. Do you have a preference? Would you prefer to play one side or another?
No, not really. I think that's what makes us dangerous as a front four. The fact that we can do that switch, we can switch places, and to have Marcos and Guy behind us putting those balls through all the time just makes our game a lot easier. And the fact that Archie is such a good player as well makes it easier. We can change, we can both play on both sides. So I think that's what makes us pretty threatening.